Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Rosmo, and we got a special movie to review today. It's not a 3D movie because we are gonna go back to the beautiful 2D with this movie called Wolfwalkers, as suggested by... So I looked up this movie online and I saw the reviews, and they were really good. The style looks really unique, so I was excited to watch it, and not gonna lie, I didn't like it at the start, and really had to drop it. But as soon as I picked it back up in the middle part, and oh boy was I wrong to think that this was a bad movie, because it wasn't, and I loved it. Recap on the movie. If you don't want to be spoiled, then go and watch it now. But if you don't mind, then let's go. So this movie is set in Ireland. And at the start, I kinda had a good feeling about this movie because I grew up hearing music similar to traditional Irish music, so I was excited. At the very start, wolves attack these field workers, but the Wolfwalkers appear, healing him and just disappear. And let me tell you, this shot of them, the designs of the Wolfwalkers were beautiful. I love their designs, it's just chef's kiss, baby. Then you see the people angrily run to the forest, letting us know that wolves and people, they don't get along. Then we cut to meet this girl named Robin, her bird named, wouldn't you guess it, named Merlin, and Robin's father. We learn that she wants to be a hunter just like her dad, but there has been an order by the quote-unquote Lord Protector that the children are not allowed outside the walls because it's too dangerous, so she can't come with her dad to hunt for wolves. Robin follows her dad out, she gets caught, and we see this wonderful part where you see Robin bond with her father, dancing out in the lively streets, but it's cut off as the guard calls for his father, whose name is Goodfellow. This is actually their last name, I don't know his first name. Then Robin meets up with some rowdy kids playing wolves and hunters. And you can see how the kids treat her because she's an outsider. Literally, she's from England. They notice her accent, which caught my attention because I couldn't pinpoint her accent when I first heard it. It sounded British at times, and at times Irish.
What are you saying? I was aiming for the nose. I'm glad you agree.
But yeah, it's because of the switch in lifestyle. She gets in a fight, Dad saves her, and we get this dialogue from Goodfellow explaining to us what situation they're both in while living in Ireland.
We're not so welcome in this land yet. You're better off to stay at home while I'm working.
Robin, being the feisty girl that she is, still goes outside one way or another and follows her dad. And may I just say, the landscapes in this movie are just absolutely mesmerizing. Then Robin sees chaos ensuing because of a wolf attack, and Robin dives in to try and help the field worker. But is it just me, or is it dumb to shoot an arrow in the middle of stampeding sheep? Well, she does that and shoots Merlin. She rushes to his aid, but the little Wolfwalker gets him first, and now a pack of wolves creep in towards her. But hey, Dad is there for her. Honestly, I just love the dad. Robin keeps disobeying him, but he's still there for her, worries for her in a calm manner. I mean, he's just trying to keep her safe. Best dad over here. Then we meet the Lord Protector himself. He tells Goodfellow that if the wolves aren't dealt with, they may have another riot on their hands, which, spoiler, he isn't wrong for that assumption. He sees Robin and then brings her to the scullery. I don't freaking know what that is, but this is the scullery. So she's brought back to town. But you can't just leave Merlin, can you? So she creates chaos herself and runs back to the forest. She finds Merlin all healed up. Then she stumbles on a wolf. Panicking, she tries to shoot it, but Merlin stops her. She gets caught in a trap, and the wolf tries to free her, but Robin thought it was trying to hurt her. So she fights back, and because of it, she was accidentally bitten by the wolf. She follows where Merlin went with the wolf and finds the wolf's den, with the two Wolfwalkers sleeping in the middle. And we find out that the wolf was a small child. Meet Maeve, my favorite character in the movie. Maeve leads her out, they play around and just hang. Here Maeve tells her that the pack of wolves will leave as soon as her mom is back, but she hasn't been back for a while. Look, I never had a sister, so seeing this scene made me have a glimpse of what having a sister would be like. So she goes back, tells her dad, and of course, he gets upset because she didn't go to the scullery as ordered by Lord Protector. He's scared of what would happen to both of them if she keeps breaking orders, and I would also be if my daughter is this all over the place. That night she dreamt of the forest and the wolf, and then she wakes up with her bite mark glowing. That's it, it's nothing important, we promise. Then she goes to the scullery the next day. Helps around, snoops around, find this suspiciously large room with one single cage covered in cloth. And that's it, it's nothing important, we promise. Then that night she talks with her father, gets into another argument, and as soon as she goes to sleep, she dreams about the same thing as she did last night, but this time, she wakes up as a wolf. Whoa, didn't see that coming, she became a fur. She runs to Maeve. Maeve gets worried thinking she already healed that bite, and I like this line. Listen to this line.
Oh, Mummy's gonna kill me. Well, my father will kill me.
Then Maeve expresses how happy she is that she and her mummy aren't the only Wolfwalkers anymore. And to be honest, that freaking warmed my heart so much. So Maeve explains that she is a wolf when she's asleep and a girl when she's awake. Easy concept to remember. Then we have this beautiful part where Maeve teaches her how to be a wolf, and the animation along with the song playing is just wonderful. She promises to come back tomorrow and find Maeve's mum, and then they can leave the forest, find a new home, and be safe. She goes back, smells something, and hesitantly follows that scent, and dang it! Watching her dad try to kill the wolf without knowing it's his daughter is really freaking sad. She escapes all the soldiers and hunters, and seeing this scene where the townsfolk are just panicking over one wolf makes the Lord Protector's words kinda true. He said he wants to avoid a riot, that's why he's tasked people to hunt the wolves, and one freaking wolf slipped in, and they're all ready to go ham. The frick. She meets Maeve's mum. Maeve's mum tells her that she needs to tell Maeve to leave, and her as well, for a Wolfwalker to be safe from the humans who wants to drive them away. Robin tries to free Maeve's mum, but the Lord Protector sweeps in, prays, and then sees Robin, chases her out, and then Robin gets back to her body. Oh, also Goodfellow got demoted to a foot soldier. That made me freaking sad. Robin warns about the Wolfwalkers that people only believe to be a folktale, that it's not real. That night, Robin tries to stay awake, trying to avoid becoming a wolf. And then we switch to Maeve, who is talking to her sleeping mum, and the way she speaks just breaks my heart, man. She tells her very hopefully that Robin will help her, how she gave her that flower in her hair, and with a snap of a finger, she starts to cry, wondering where her mummy is. In a last attempt to keep Maeve safe, Robin sends Merlin to tell Maeve to leave without her mummy, and bring the pack with her to safety, because Robin can't go out anymore. The next day, her dad is now a foot soldier. Dang it, dang it. Robin is at the scullery and Maeve is waiting for her happily, not knowing she won't be coming. Merlin arrives and Maeve refuses to leave, insisting that Robin promised, and now she's going to town to find Robin. They meet up, Robin tells her the harsh truth, and Maeve did not take it well. She felt betrayed, but does as she says, for the good of the pack. But before she could reach the pack, she heard the townspeople talking about a wolf that will be killed, which she immediately recognized to be her mummy. So she rushes to the event where the wolf is gonna be killed. Robin finds Maeve, tries to stop her, but fails. And the way she stops Maeve is that she called those kids playing Wolf and Hunter. And she says this.
Hey! Hey, over here! I've caught a wolf!
A civilized country.
No, she caught the wolf!
And they catch Maeve. And Robin herself cages Maeve, just like her mum, who was a few feet away. Her mum was brought out of the cage, and you can see how she doesn't want to hurt anyone with the way she's moving. Maeve watches the people tie her mummy up and try to tame her, and that's what makes Maeve snap and run to her mummy. She tries to free her, and the Lord Protector orders Goodfellow to restrain Maeve. And now that Maeve is a target, the mum just goes all offensive. This huge wolf growls at you. How can you not piss your pants and run away? If a Shih Tzu did something like that to me, I'd run away, no questions. Goodfellow catches Maeve, gets bitten by Mummy, and Maeve escapes. Mummy gets caged again, but before Maeve leaves, she announces the existence of Wolfwalkers, warning everyone that she'll be back with her wolves, get her mummy back, and eat them all, and everyone gets more scared. At this point, Lord Protector is giving Goodfellow so much pressure with all the failure he's done. All this man wanted was to do a proper job and give his daughter a place where they can be in, and with all these problems, it's almost impossible for this man to do it. We get this heartbreaking interaction with the father and daughter about how he's afraid.
Told.
Why, Father? Why?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Father?
I won't be here to protect you forever.
Robin helps Mummy escape and then runs off to stop Maeve from attacking the town. We get this beautiful reunion between the two. Maeve and Robin get along again and Mummy gets shot by Goodfellow. Maeve tries to heal her, but she couldn't with that deep of a wound, and her wolf spirit goes back to her human body, having the same wound as she got from before, and all of the wolves follow, including Robin, leaving her father behind. My gosh. Maeve is left to try and heal her mummy, while Robin leads the pack to ward off the soldiers. Maeve fails to heal her mummy, but then realizes that she needs the pack to successfully do it, so she calls them back in. So then the Lord Protector followed and then found the wolf's den, but Robin faced them head-on alone and gets unconscious in the process. Then Lord Protector tries to strike Robin while she's down, but of course Goodfellow wouldn't allow that, would he? So he turned into a wolf and freaking fight off his boss, something everyone wishes they could do. Lord Protector dies, woo, goes to Maeve, helps heal Mummy, and they do! She's alive and well again. Goodfellow can see that Robin belongs here and leaves her where she can feel like she belongs. The end. Just kidding, they bring him in because he belongs there as well. And at the end, the two people who were literally the only one of their kind found a family, and the two people who were struggling to find a place to live peacefully found one where they can be welcomed and feel like they belong. They are a family now. Mummy and father are just an adorable thing, and that's where it ends. So, what do I think of this movie? I already said it. I really like it. The story was really slow-paced at the start, but to be honest, nothing should be changed there. You should just have to stick it out because the start shows you the context that will build up when the end of the movie comes. That's right, no revisions with Rosmo for this review. It shows you what kind of people they are, what environment they're in, and the like. They emphasized through interactions how Robin can't fit in. The father does work so that they can fit in this society, and the two Wolfwalkers who are alone for their kind. That's why when they finally find a place, it just hits so wonderfully and wraps up the movie amazingly, and I don't doubt the high ratings. It's entertaining, it's good. The animation is wonderful. Just look at these two scenes. Look at this scenery. Look at this very unique style of cinematography. As much as I think 3D is amazing, there's just this magical charm that 2D has that no other media could emulate, man. It also helps the suspension of disbelief when something outrageous happens, and that's just helpful for any fantasy story. Let's go to the characters, and let's start with Robin. I'll be honest with you, she wasn't my favorite when it started. She keeps disobeying her father, talks big about being a hunter, but it's all bark, and then she keeps interrupting tense situations, making it worse. But that's what makes Robin great. When there's movies where the main character is literally a child, there are times when you forget that the main character is a child because they have so much responsibility and leadership, but Robin is consistently a child. She likes playing hunter, not knowing how serious the job actually is, goes out even if she's told not to, and kept telling Lord Protector to stop, even when it's obvious that if she does that, it would just add fuel to the fire because she doesn't really consider the consequences. And it's consistent through the whole movie. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's good. She's consistent. She's a child and she's supposed to be like that. Then again, she's such a good elder sister figure for Maeve. As someone who most of the time taken that role for my cousins, I can feel for Robin at some points in this movie, where it's on you to explain something to the younger ones, even if you don't want to. Where you tell promises but end up not keeping them at all. And when you scare them so that they'd have nightmares at night. I'm kidding. I don't do that anymore. Next up is Maeve. Let me just say this. I love her. She's so feisty and hyper in an adorable way. She's such a good girl. She really does what she's told. I mean, she's unruly and wild and thinks for herself, but when she's said to wait, she waits happily. When she's told to leave to save the pack, she knows the consequences, and even though she doesn't want to, she does. Because she knows it's what needs to be done. I honestly thought at this part, it would be development for her character that now that her mummy is gone, she'll have to step up and be a leader. But what happens in the movie works well also, because I just want this precious little being to enjoy her youth, okay? Youth. Good fellow. Let me get this out of the way. He's such a good dad! As much as the movie makes his actions get in the way of what Robin wants to achieve, you can't really blame him, because as far as everyone knows, Wolfwalkers aren't real. Robin is a child, and he wants her to be safe and to be part of this community without any trouble in the future. But he's still open to things. He still bonds with her daughter, talks to her, freaking willing to let her live in a new environment. He knows she would feel welcome, even though he thinks he won't be part of her life anymore. And I'm gonna be honest, every time the pressure increased with his workload from the Lord Protector because he failed, made me so worried for him. Cause it wasn't his fault that he failed. It's not his fault. I was so scared that this movie would leave this man alone and added the story at the end, or paint him the villain against Robin, but oh my gosh. Their father-daughter relationship is what I live for. I love it. When he got bit by Mummy, I freaking flipped. I was like, I kid you not, I said this out loud. Yes! He's a furry now! He's gonna be part of the family! Let's go! When I watch things I get too loud, putik na balang araw talaga mapapalayas ako sa kaingayan ko eh. And when he did transform into a wolf, it's like those epic shonen transformations. I was so freaking hyped to see him be able to turn into a wolf and protect his daughter. Lord Protector, the main antagonist. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate him, but I don't like him. He's just interesting. He was said to be a person who is strict on rules and his rules are law as his first introduction through dialogue.
Oh, lass. Lord Protector has strict rules. No children beyond the walls, you know that.
But as far as I'm concerned, all his rules make sense. I'm not saying he's not strict, but he's not really asking for anything outrageous for his rules. No kids outside the walls. Yeah, because there are wolves that have attacked people, so that makes sense. Send Robin to be busy at the scullery. They don't have school, and that would keep Robin busy instead of stuck in her home. Makes sense. Drive the wolves away because his townspeople can start a mob in just the snap of a freaking finger. If I was him, I'd be freaking losing my mind trying to keep this place peaceful. If one twig that snaps would just start a riot. An exaggeration, but you get what I mean. I'm a Christian, and when he prayed saying these things,
Lord, what must I do? I left to quell rebellion and return to more. This wild land must be civilized. That is your will.
I was like, look, I'm not God, but I don't think God wants you to become a wolf tamer, you know? You got better things to do, like, I don't know, share the word, give the villagers education, therapy, I don't know, anything else. But then I realized he keeps praying to the Lord. Not God, the Lord. But isn't he called the Lord Protector? So isn't he saying that this is his will? I don't know, it's just a theory. It's nothing important, I promise. Mummy wasn't shown very much, but I just love her design. She didn't really play a bigger part, but I can't look past that scene in the middle of town. I love how she's really patient and doesn't want to hurt anyone or bite anyone because it's, to her, a bad thing. But oh no, if baby girl is in trouble, you better believe she'll bury her fangs on you. Anyway, I love the movie. I can't really tell you if you can watch it with your family because I watched it alone and couldn't bring my family to watch it. But if you're looking for something to watch, then this is a go. It's really wonderful. I love it a lot. Go watch it. Okay, I was told in the comments last time not to end the video too abruptly, so yeah, I didn't realize it was abrupt. Well, I guess I'll change it soon. Thanks for listening to me ramble about this, man. Recommend me another movie, why don't you? Come on, don't be stingy. Alright, see you again. I'll text you when I'm free, okay? Alright, sige. Bye. So yeah,